Want to feel like energized, in a good mood, just locked in, present, really have like this massive fucking drive that just motivates you literally every single day, have like a massive goal to like strive for. And you probably also just want your dick to work, you want it to look good, right? Have less fat, more muscle, be stronger, just be sharper mentally, have a healthy body, have a healthy mind, have a healthy brain, feel less pain, and be just capable, or at least feel capable and just fucking confident, right? Well, if you're anything like me, you want high testosterone. And high testosterone basically gives you every single one of those things that I just mentioned to you. And if you don't want to take like steroids, which I really wouldn't recommend, then you have to just maximize testosterone optimally. And in this no bullshit guide, I will just go through you every single thing that there is to maximize testosterone, and not like other guys just leave some things out on the table that are very important, and therefore include every single thing that is really practical and important for you. And everything that I will tell you right now, I have learned on like my personal kind of testosterone optimization, how can I say, journey, right? So because as of right now, like the last time I tested, I have testosterone of over 1100 total and over 50 free. The normal ranges for today's standards are actually 300 to 800 in total and 15 to 35 free. And I'm way above that. And I think you can actually get at least to the higher end of the normal ranges as well if you do all of the things I'm going to tell you. And there are two like main types of things. First one is physical, second is mental or like psychological. And you can actually get very far with just the physical ones. But if you miss out on the mental aspect, on like the psychological side of things, you're missing out on the biggest gains on testosterone you could actually have. So yeah, those are going to be later in the video, but let's start with the physical. So first of all, get high quality sleep and get enough sleep. That's like at least 7 hours, 7 to 9 hours is kind of like the sweet spot. Try to sleep in like a colder environment, like not too cold, but definitely not a warm or too hot environment. That's actually pretty bad. Then try to sleep in like a very dark room. It should be completely dark, and sleep about like the same time every single day, at least try to, and avoid foods or, you know, a lot of like water or whatever before going to sleep. Just like blue light, so don't look at screens too much before going to sleep. Then one of the biggest things actually you can do for better sleep is getting sunlight into your eyes during the day, especially in the morning and the evening. The second thing has to do actually with sunlight, and that is get sunlight onto your skin and into your eyes during the day. This will boost your testosterone because sunlight is also essential for vitamin D basically, and that is essential for testosterone. So don't overdo it, and maybe wear sunscreen, but in general get some fucking sun. Don't just stay inside the entire fucking time. Humans are not supposed to do that, right? Third one is all about nutrition. Don't eat junk food and try to eat like a lot of protein and fats, because cholesterol is very important for testosterone production. And then you have to like really look out for certain nutrients like zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin B6, just all of that stuff. And you can, you know, find basic, like the best foods you can eat for testosterone is like meat, fish, and then a couple of like fruits. And then if you like want to go like the supplement route, things like you can supplement all of those things I just talked about, but then you can also on top of that add like boron, Tongat Ali, ashwagandha, and a thing called Bodogia aggressive. The fourth one is drink enough water. Water, in fact, is one of the most anabolic substances you can possibly drink or take, so definitely drink enough water. Fifth is losing weight or staying at around 10 to 13% body fat. If like for optimal testosterone, you actually want to be in a caloric surplus, but you know, if you have to, then definitely just cut down. Sixth is lifting weights, especially heavy compound lifts. So lift heavy, intensely. Weight, like your gym sessions shouldn't be just for pussies, right? And you don't want to like overtrain here, and you really want to like get adequate rest as well. And you know, gym sessions shouldn't last like 2.5 hours plus. Like the ideal gym session for testosterone is actually just 1 hour. For me right now, it's like 1.5 hours. The seventh is minimize stress, and this is highly individual, but two things I gotta say here. First of all is figure out what you can do to like reduce chronic stress, because that is the stress that's really bad for you. But at the same time, try to view short bouts of stress as something positive. This will do wonders for you. It will literally change how your body reacts to stress, which is really weird, but the placebo effect is real. So use it in terms of stress. And for chronic stress, you have to just find things to deal with it, like meditation, for example, or going out in nature here and there for like walks or something, or doing breath work. That's actually very strong as well. Eighth is avoid too much estrogenic chemicals and materials, such as in plastics. That's like the number one thing probably. Also like tap water may not be optimal, depends on where you live. And then there's like soya and milk and, you know, just a bunch of stuff. You can just Google those things up that you want to avoid. Ninth is don't be a degenerate and drink excessive amounts of alcohol. Actually, in terms of testosterone, 0 alcohol would be best, and do not take any like drugs or some shit like that. That usually lowers testosterone significantly. 10th is talk to beautiful women. It sounds like very plain, simple, and basic as fuck, but it's extremely important, and it will just make your life in general a lot more worthwhile. So talk to women. Don't be just sitting at fucking home or in your fucking basement. That's really bad for you. 11th is actually have sex. Like even masturbation is if you like truly have to, but like don't watch porn. 12th is don't overdo cardio. Like short like sprints 2 times a week is actually pretty good for testosterone. And also just low intense cardio is also pretty good. So try to incorporate those things, but don't do like too intense cardio for too long. This will actually lower your testosterone, which is pretty bad for you. And now the 13th and final aspect of the physical side of things is actually music. And this is not too important because more like, it's not that significant, right? But for example, in the gym, try to listen to like some hard, like highly energizing music, because this will actually boost your testosterone short term, and relaxing or like sad music will usually lower it, which is also fine and important because you need time to rest, right? So don't stop listening to that type of music in general, but music is maybe something you want to look out for in specific types of situations. Now, as I mentioned, you will get extremely far with those physical things, but trust me, those are just like, that's maybe like 40% or something. Usually like all the biggest gains you could probably get are just mental or just psychological. And there are 3 things here you want to do, which are extremely important. And the first thing here, and the first one, is competition. With competition, like in studies, there have been the biggest spikes in testosterone increases known, right? So you really want to like indulge in competition and just, whatever it is, like compete for women, for strength, for muscles, for status, for respect, for money, whatever it is, compete, indulge in competition, and try to make sure you win, because losing actually like in a short amount of time reduces testosterone, but that's just shortly, as I said. And so try to win, but just indulging in competition in general will massively boost your testosterone. So just compete in anything you want to compete in, basically. And don't be too much of a dickhead though in competition, in like the competition sense. Try to be like, still be somewhat nice and shit, like you know what I'm talking about. Just don't be a fucking asshole when it comes to competition. The second thing that will massively boost your testosterone is developing kind of like a mindset, or developing kind of the confidence or the thought that you're worth of this much testosterone, or that you can actually achieve that much testosterone, or you already have it. Since the placebo effect is a real thing, and so you really want to use it here. And also this is like very closely tied to kind of like your self-worth and confidence to quite a degree. So you want to build like your confidence and self-worth, and you do this by actually just taking ownership, taking control over your life, and build something you can actually be fucking confident of. And the most simple thing here is oftentimes just your body, and then there's also business and a couple other things you can do, but it really comes down to like put effort into something that will make you proud of yourself. That's how you build confidence one-on-one. That's the best thing you can do for confidence, and therefore also for testosterone in a way, right? And stop identifying yourself as like this like loser type, and just don't push off every responsibility and power to like other things outside of your control. Like take ownership, take full responsibility for everything that happens in your life, or happens to you in your life, since that is really the only way. If you want to know more about this concept, then watch this like video I have linked down below from like a friend of mine that has like made a video about this, which is really, really interesting and really fucking important when it comes to living a fulfilled and happy life. And now the third thing is actually stop desexualizing. This goes like hand in hand with what I said earlier on like the physical side of things, but don't avoid women and stop this like no fap bullshit. Like it's so fucking stupid. If you have no women available right now, like no girlfriend, or like just no women in general, then stopping, which you should change, by the way, definitely, then stopping all sexual activity altogether is a real bad idea. Trust me, I've been there. Like your brain just kind of desexualizes, and this lowers testosterone. You kind of just want to have that little bit of like a sexual mood, or like little bit of like sexual energy all the fucking time. It's also just a sign of high fucking testosterone. So you definitely want that. And I don't want to like sound like a dickhead or anything, but if you see like a very attractive girl in like the gym or wherever you go, then don't try to like not look at fucking all. Like, don't be a fucking psycho and stare. Like, don't be fucking cringe about it or something. But like, you know, maybe look or just maybe fantasize or some shit. Don't act this shit out, right? Like, don't be fucking just weird about this shit, right? But stop desexualizing your fucking brain, guys. It's so fucking dumb, right? You really want to have like that little bit of like zest, like that masculine fucking zest, that like sexual energy, right? That's really important for testosterone as well. And so speak to hot women and if possible, have sex with them. Yeah, so those 3 mental things will massively boost your testosterone. Probably more so than the physical things. Although you have to say with the physical things, there are some non-negotiables in there. Like, for example, enough sleep. You really have to get enough sleep, since in sleep is where your testosterone is being produced. So yeah, that's really fucking important. But again, like the mental side of things, in my opinion, is maybe even like it's on par. I think it's like a 50-50% relationship there. Now, I truly believe that you can, as a guy, except if you have like any like certain diseases or some shit like that, right? Which is really unfortunate. But if you don't have any sort of complications, then I think you can like achieve 800 naturally. Like 800 plus, I think is achievable for every single body. Especially if you do all of those things, don't stress too much about them. You know, just incorporate them. It's all chill and everything. But yeah, I truly believe that you can achieve at least 800. And you have to act out all of those things I just said on your own. I literally can't help you with that. And yeah, the last thing I can say here is don't start tomorrow. Start today. This is the number one mistake I think most guys make. They want to start there and there when they actually have to start today. So start today and have a good fucking day, bro. Stay fucking productive and let's fucking go.